Hi, this is EXEDY Builds. I'm Danny. We're going to talk about the Mazda Cosmo, and we're going to talk about the LS that's in here and what it takes to make 1,000 horsepower. All right, we're going to talk about the motor. We have the Eagle rotating assembly in there with the ESP armor surface finish. We also are using King Racing main bearings coupled with Hummet gaskets to seal the heads to the block. And to finish it all off, we're going to use all ARP hardware on the main studs, head studs, exhaust studs, everything is going to be ARP hardware. All right, so to move on up in the motor, we're using High Lift Johnson lifters coupled with the Brian Tooley cam, turbo cam, with all supporting valve train with springs, retainers, and everything else. To finish that off, we're using the Holley LSX valve covers. When it came to this build, getting the motor and transmission in the car was a little bit of a challenge. Even how big the engine bay was, there was some challenges where the electric brake booster had a motor on the side of it and it was getting in the way of the valve cover and everything else. Also, the subframe and how it was positioned had a cross member and stuff like that. And we got a LS Holley oil pan, a low profile oil pan, and it actually cleared a lot of the subframe area so I could get the motor to sit actually as far down as possible. But I also wanted to get the motor pushed as far back too as possible. So we had to, first, the heads are pretty much almost touching the firewall. Got the transmission in there. I wanted to get that where it was in the correct spot where I wasn't using a lot of relocation kits or anything like that, where it caused like notchiness and shifting or bad feeling in any of the shifting spots. So I pretty much got it right where the center hole was for the automatic transmission, where the shift linkage came down into. So I got that taken care of. Also, when I came to making the motor mounts, we wanted to use these poly adjustable mounts. So the position where the motor was to where the factory motor mounts were, it was way too far back. And I did not like that because it was kind of off balancing the motor for when it was going to be on load, trying to make 1,000 plus horsepower. I was kind of scared and skeptical, you know, on having the motor mounts too far back, close to the transmission where the 20B motor mounts factory location was. So we made, there's kind of already two holes in the subframe that was, I don't know, just random holes. So I had to drill bigger holes from on the bottom so I could drop the poly mounts on there, and then made my own motor mounts. So now it's really putting the pressure directly onto the motor mounts, and it's not actually like looping back down in an L shape and causing like irregular weight transfers in the motor because it's just too far back. So now it's kind of sitting where transmission mounts back here and the motor mounts are right where they should be, a little forward, so it's going to really make the motor real balanced in the engine bay when you're trying to make a lot of horsepower.
I'm Riley Manning. We're going to be talking about the Mazda Cosmo today and some of the body work that we're going to be doing. Some of the prep work that's going to have to be done on this car, we've got clear coat chipping, we've got scratches, we've got bare spots where the clear's rubbed off from the car not being taken that well care of, just not being washed and being set out and sun-baked. We're also going towards the interior. We're doing a carbon dash, and on some of the door pieces we're going to be carboning those, and same behind the back seats where the speakers and stuff are, we're all going to kind of carbon that and get that looking good.